Well, we can look forward to another scorcher tomorrow as temperatures...
Power companies throughout the South are bracing for high AC use as families try to keep ahead of
It's not called the Sun Belt for nothing, as there's no end in sight to the record high temperatures gripping the South.
In other news today, rising energy costs. It's bad news for homeowners facing a long, hot summer.
When it comes to maintaining the comfort level you desire in your home,
as well as the cost of that comfort level, you need all the protection from the sun you can get.
And a Radiant Barrier provides the most cost-effective protection for your home.
In the Sun Belt, we get an excessive amount of solar radiation, which means higher cooling bills and reduced comfort. As the sun's rays strike the roof of a house, the surface temperatures increase, sometimes reaching 160 to 190 degrees. The heat conducts through the roofing materials and is re-radiated by the underside of the roof decking and trusses to the ceiling below. To reduce this unwanted heat gain into the house, a layer of mass insulation is placed at the ceiling to resist the heat flow. However, the roof's high radiation rate penetrates the surface of the insulation, lowering its performance. This heat eventually conducts through the ceiling. Radiation also reduces the efficiency of air conditioning systems by superheating ductwork located in the attic. This effect is then compounded by the fact that when the attic becomes superheated, it can actually continue to store this heat long after the sun has set.
Well, prior to having a Radiant Barrier installed in my home, the attic temperature was in excess of 140 degrees in the dead heat of the summertime.
In the summertime, you just can't even get in the attic. It's so hot.
About 10 years ago, we remodeled our home and built a second story onto it. And we got a special an extra air conditioner for that area, and it didn't cool it down. It was very warm, and I mean, it would heat up in the early part of the day or in the afternoon around 2 o'clock and wouldn't cool down even until 10 or 11 at night.
Living in the South, in the Sun Belt, air conditioning is going to be your biggest expense during the summer. You can literally see your electric bill jump over $100 in the summertime.
Fortunately, there is a brighter strategy to deal with this problem. Stopping the heat at the roof before it can build up in the attic is a better solution. And nothing accomplishes this better than a Radiant Heat Barrier. Radiant Barriers reduce the flow of radiation from the hot surfaces of a roof to the interior ceiling below. In fact, Radiant Barriers can reduce radiant heat transfer as much as 97%. A Radiant Barrier will improve the efficiency of mass insulation, AC equipment, and ductwork located inside the attic space. Lower the heat load and your air conditioner runs less. A Radiant Barrier will also improve comfort in unconditioned areas as well by significantly reducing temperatures in garages, porches, and lanais.
It stops the heat from coming into your house in the first place. It just turns it around right at the rafters.
With the Radiant Barrier, the air conditioner was operating more efficiently. It was staying cooler in the attic, so it was coming on later in the morning, not coming on as many times during the day, and of course shutting off earlier in the evening.
The difference was amazing when I climbed into the attic, and in the middle of the summer, you can actually stand it. It's not too terribly hot.
The back porch is a screened-in back porch. It's not as hot as my back porch at my other home was.
The first day we had it, it was even better. That the air conditioner doesn't work as much.
I would definitely recommend Radiant Barriers to anyone building a home.
You may have some questions about Radiant Barrier, such as,
will adding a Radiant Barrier increase the temperatures in my roofing materials and affect the longevity of my shingles?
It is extremely unlikely, says the Florida Solar Energy Center, which has measured temperatures above Radiant Barriers on hot, sunny summer days. The peak temperatures were only 2 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit higher than the temperature of shingles under the same conditions without a Radiant Barrier. Other studies performed by independent organizations from across the country, including the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and the Tennessee Valley Authority, confirm these results. Roofing materials are manufactured to withstand the high temperatures to which they are frequently exposed. A 2 to 5 degree Fahrenheit increase in peak temperatures that normally reach 160 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit should have no adverse effect. How about heat in the wintertime?
A radiant barrier will also assist in reducing heat loss during colder periods. How do radiant barriers compare to other energy-efficient upgrades?
3 homes in the Sun Belt were tested using various energy-efficient upgrades. Of all the products tested in the 3 homes, radiant foil barriers had the most cost-effective impact on energy savings. Extensive studies from national research facilities indicate that attic radiant barriers are an inexpensive and effective way for Sun Belt homeowners to save energy and money.
When I'm talking with people that are buying a new home, I always find that they're interested in energy efficiency. And one of the things that I stress because of their interest is the radiant barrier.
I would recommend radiant barrier in the home, especially a new home.
What's really surprised me is my electrical bill.
Radiant barrier was the most cost-effective option.
If I were building a new home, I would definitely install a radiant barrier to make it more energy efficient.
By far, it is a key component to an energy-efficient home.
I would say this to everyone considering it. When you pull in your driveway, when you come home, or you pull in a parking lot, if there's a shady spot, you don't think twice. You go and park in the shady spot. It's going to make your car last longer, keep it more beautiful. It's going to be comfortable to get into. It's not going to take long for it to cool down. But you're given that choice when you come home. You can have your house in the shade by putting radiant barrier up.